Hey, Mark Zuckerberg, is this thing on?
Oi! Tap on the screen. Hello? Anybody? Are you guys with us?
Great. Now somebody's got to clean those fingerprints off.
I think I broke it. Yeah. We're good to go. We're on television, internet television at least.
Fired.
If you missed the show yesterday, it's not our fault. For once. It was Mark Zuckerberg's fault. Facebook and Instagram both down. I hope you did something productive.
Everybody was going crazy.
You know what everyone else was doing? They were just doing this.
Yes.
Why isn't it working?
It was strange.
But it did work for some people because
We had, like,
I would check
7
it
viewers at one
periodically,
point, yeah.
and like there would be
was
like
all
random posts,
Yeah.
but then it wouldn't update, and it was like weird. I don't know.
During the show, I thought that we were just awful. Like, I thought we were just annoying and boring. And,
wow.
like, people were just leaving in droves. Yes, so I left that possibility open. But that wasn't the case. It wasn't you
We're
guys.
not as unpopular as we thought.
And I even back kicked the bottle cap off perfectly,
I
and
know.
no one was watching.
I missed that.
In heels.
You might see that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe.
Vanessa might know what's coming up in the show. Look at you.
So keep it here.
Look at you being intuitive.
Oh.
Happy 4th of July, everybody. I hope you're celebrating somehow today, doing something cool, being outside.
Working.
Eating a ton. I
Lighting
just
something
want
on
to eat
fire?
all day.
What's your go-to?
Well, today we're doing steaks on the grill, salmon, a little barbecue chicken, got some couscous happening, some
the fanciest
Caesar
food.
She's so
salad.
excited about it. Look at your face.
I'm so excited. And then my little dessert, I'm doing red, white, and blue sorbet with red, white, and blue berries.
Oh my
I'm super excited.
goodness,
Good.
Rachel.
And I found at the bottom of some crazy box, because we're still
A box of
unpacking.
wacky inflatable tube men?
That was like crazy.
What was in that box?
I found my fireworks napkins, so we're going to be able to do that.
Any leftovers, please
Yes.
bring to tomorrow's potluck.
I am.
Can I say something about fireworks napkins real
Do
quick?
it.
So, if you have never
How do
watched
you have a
the
story
show or
about
me
this?
on television before, I'm a bachelor and I live by myself. I actually, I'm not like a slob. Like, I'm legitimately like an adult male who knows how to take care of himself. That said, if you acquire 4th of July napkins,
Yes.
you can't use them all on 4th of July. So for literally years, I had a stockpile of red, white, and blue star-spangled napkins just chilling in my apartment. And I'd bust them out occasionally, like if I had guests and we had food or whatever. I'm like, why are you using 4th of
always
July
buy
napkins?
too many
Because what am I going to do with them?
It's like, happy birthday.
I'm not going to throw
Yeah.
them out.
I can
birthday,
top you.
Mary.
I had the baby blue baptism napkins, and the kid's like 5. I'm still
Yeah.
like, hey,
Here you go.
Here's your champagne cocktail with a baptismal
I
napkin.
am not going to throw them out.
No,
gotta
I
use
spent
them.
money on them.
Hey, they're
Hey, you're just being
expensive.
patriotic year-round.
Yeah. While we're talking about napkins, you might
America.
need a few if you're heading out to Coney Island today, just because you're in the splash zone from all the hot dog eaters. It's time for the Nathan's Famous annual hot dog eating contest. Joey Chestnut, the
Yeah.
reigning defending champion, has won 11 times in the last 12 years. He put down a world record, 74 hot dogs and
That's
buns last year.
wild.
He's a champ, man. According to the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council, that's a real thing, by the way. It's probably based in Wisconsin, right? 150 million hot dogs are eaten every 4th of July in this country. If you lined up all the wieners from coast to coast, it would stretch between Los Angeles and Washington, D.C. more than 5 times.
What?
That's a lot of processed
lot
pig
of hot
parts.
dogs.
Yeah, today is also the famous hot dog eating contest, as we mentioned, which prompts us to ask you, if you participated in this hot dog eating contest, 1, how many dogs do you think you could eat in 10 minutes?
Reasonably.
And 2, what would your strategy be going in? Ladies, the floor is yours.
That's a good question.
Just looking at the pictures.
But the
It's a
way
little
that they do it is,
I don't like
we were talking
that.
about that earlier, they dip it in water, the bun in water, and that is disgusting. Like, I don't even know how you can swallow that. Like,
Well, it's because you don't have to chew.
Oh, I know,
Down
but
the
to have
hatch.
that consistency in your mouth and it's a bun.
I'm getting
like,
nauseous right now.
Yeah, it's not cool. And so, out of this contest, like, do they actually keep it down or do they get sick
No,
right
you have
afterwards?
to keep it down.
So they call it a reversal of fortune in Major League Eating when you throw up. You're not allowed to throw up during the event or else you're
discounted.
out.
But right when they
I
complete
think there's
it.
a window. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe one of the commenters who's more familiar would be able to enlighten us. But I think there's a window, like 5 minutes or something. You have to keep it down. And then I think most of them do force themselves to throw up because
That's
why
a lot
wouldn't
of
you?
food to
Yeah.
have in your belly.
Can you
And they're
imagine
always
not throwing
skinny.
up after
it's
74
always
hot
the skinny
dogs?
people who win, which is always fascinating to me.
Well, like the professionals, the Major League Eaters, they actually like train. Like there is
do,
amount
yeah.
of physical training that goes into like having the core and the jaw strength. I was watching a Joey Chestnut video the other day that just showed up in my feed where he had this giant like sandbag like tied around his face and he was doing like jaw exercises with it. Like, because you have to, like, to
Yeah, 'cause
eat
you're gonna
consistently
hurt.
for 10
That
minutes at that
quickly,
speed,
yeah.
like,
That's why his Twitter handle is Joey Jaws.
Joey Jaws.
It's making sense now.
But don't you know those people that are like sticks, but yet they just eat cookie dough? And
Yes.
Yeah, right.
And then you're just like, ugh.
I hate them.
It's got to be that kind of a person to do that, I guess. That's why I don't know.
I think so. It's like a metabolism thing.
Yes. And somehow they could just.
I had that when I was
A metabolism?
25. Yeah, a metabolism. It went away after 30. It's like,
Yeah,
nope,
no,
sorry.
After 30, it's
Let's
like,
get to some of the
everything
comments real
slows
quick.
down.
John says, I could eat 2 hot dogs if I'm lucky. Brian said he missed us yesterday. We missed you too, pal. Thanks for stopping by the show again today, giving us another chance. Happy 4th from Diana. Happy 4th to you as well. Brian also says he's just doing dogs and burgers on the grill. He is also in marvel of your spread for 4th of July. It's a little obscene.
I pulled the plug. I called my mother. I was going to do a smoked brisket. It's,
Oh,
gosh.
wow.
and my mom pulled the plug. I said it was too much food.
You know, I don't think you and I spend enough time together.
But remember, you said you were going to bring some food, leftovers.
I know,
So go
bring
ahead and make
leftovers.
that. And then you
We're
can bring
traveling,
leftovers.
so we're like, we can't take the food with us, and we're only having 5 people, so we gotta, yeah.
All right, guys, let's just address this real quick. So it looks like most of our comments are asking about Jimmy Q. So I'm just going to say it to you. Jimmy doesn't work here anymore. And I know that's not fun to talk about, and it's not fun for us to talk about either. And I'm just addressing the elephant in the room because there are so many comments. Jimmy's no longer an employee. That's all I can tell you. Unfortunately, it's an awkward situation for the current employees. It's not fun to talk about. I know you miss him. We miss him too. It is what it is. Back to the hot dog discussion. So moving on. How many hot dogs?
Okay, Valerie said 1 from Costco, full after that.
Those
Yeah.
Costco ones
Yeah.
are really good, though. I
Yes,
will say,
oh my
they
God.
are really good.
And what about what kind of hot dog? Like, do you go for the traditional, the all beef, the turkey hot
turkey dog.
What's
I
your
like the all
favorite?
beef.
So just mentally, I think all beef because for some reason that tells my brain that it's not processed pig butts.
Right.
But it is. Like all beef is still mystery meat processed together. Right?
We don't want to
Like,
know.
Even the 100%
Nobody wants to know
beef
how
is
the sausage is made.
It's beef, quite literally in this instance. Yes, we do not want to know how the sausage is made. I was dumb enough to try to do 2 different hot dog eating contests in my previous life.
Yeah.
Not like participating actively, but for TV. So I used to be a sports guy up until this job here in Phoenix. And if you've ever watched sports in June and July, you know there's not much going
Yep.
on. It's like baseball,
Gotta get
basically, and that's
creative.
it. Right, so we got to fill the time. So like I tried to stage a couple hot dog eating contests. They were both colossal failures because like you just don't realize how tough that is to do. Because like when I'm hungry, I'm like I could eat 5 hot dogs if I
yeah.
wanted to. But then you try to eat 2 on television, and that's all you can force down in 10
And
minutes.
TV time, 10 minutes is a really
Right.
long
Yeah.
time. Like, it doesn't seem like it, but when you're talking or eating for 10 minutes straight, like
Yeah.
hot dog, how many did you get? What was your max?
Like 2.5.
Oh,
Really?
geez, Paul.
Yeah,
that's
well,
it?
And here's the thing.
I
So
feel like I could do better than that.
I didn't want to make it miserable on myself, so I was eating lunch on the company dime. So I put hot dog, I put like mustard and relish and onions.
no,
I
you
doctored them up.
can't.
Well, I'm not going to eat 70 of them, so I might as well enjoy
Yeah.
the ones I'm eating.
What was your strategy going in?
I didn't want to get them wet because the consistency thing for me, that would have just
Yeah.
been a reversal of fortune to use the verbiage. I just tried to go as fast as I could, but the problem when you're doing it for TV too is like, I tried to like be witty and say stuff. But
you
you
trying
can't
to talk
do that.
too?
Yeah, not great.
No, that's dangerous.
And you can't, like, you watch them and you're like, wow, they're forcing these hot dogs down,
Yeah.
right? But if you try to do that, I don't encourage any of you to, you just feel like you're going to choke. Like, you can't breathe. You got way too
Right.
much in your mouth to chew, and then it becomes this big mass, and then you have to take the time to break it all down, and that eats a whole minute. And
It's
You
a
have to
mental
be-
game.
I was going to say you have to be mentally
Yeah.
prepared for
Yeah,
this.
Really?
Like,
for
seriously.
sure. Because I feel like they do it. It's like methodical. You know, they're concentrating on the chewing. They're very much in the zone. So it's just, I feel like I have to get over the mental thing of not being totally grossed out. Right?
Michelle says she can house 3 no buns. Chavez Rodriguez is the leader in the clubhouse. He says he could eat 3, although he does prefer bacon dogs.
Oh,
Bacon dogs.
interesting.
I know this is bad, and I'm going to get lots of stuff for this, but
Your personal trainer's not watching, don't worry.
no, I put ketchup on my hot dog, and people get so upset. I'm
do
like,
get upset.
I love ketchup on my hot dog. Ketchup.
I didn't know that was a bad thing.
Oh, the purists
Yeah.
don't like that.
Oh my gosh.
What
so
do they like?
We
Just mustard.
Yes. So if you're from Chicago, they do not put
I do
ketchup
ketchup.
on your hot dog whatsoever. So we get them at the ballpark, right? Obviously, they have at Chase Field, but there's a press lounge. And so once a week or whatever, they have hot dogs in there. So everybody from the press goes in and gets their hot dogs. When we go in there and sneak and get their hot dogs, I'm pressed technically. So then I go, and every time, like, people will call me out. They're like, "What are you doing? Why are you putting ketchup on your hot dog?"
It wouldn't be there if there weren't takers.
Exactly.
But it's like the biggest no-no to a lot of people.
I'll
I
play
like
devil's advocate for you here. I grew up putting ketchup on my hot dogs. I didn't know any better when I was a kid, but I will defend you on 2 counts. One, the taste combination of mustard and ketchup is pretty darn good.
Awesome.
So I'm with you on that. And 2, sometimes you're getting a hot dog that's even more suspect than other hot dogs, like
So you cover
left out at a ballpark overnight and being fed to the press. So maybe you want to slap a little hot dog mustard and ketchup on that to make it taste a little better. I understand. Ketchup can mask a lot of mystery flavors.
Peggy does
I'm
a
with
really
you.
good job making them and putting
Peggy's
them on fresh.
watching, shaking her fist. He knows nothing.
I don't know, because I like the hot dogs grilled. I don't necessarily like them when they're done in that like boiling fashion.
Oh, no.
Like, so they're too wet. It's just weird.
When you say it like that, especially.
Definitely not helping.
One thing we can all agree on is wet hot dogs.
See, Diana said, "Oh, Vanessa, so disappointed. No ketchup, period."
But Diana's also doing chili cheese, so.
She's adding
That's
other
my
stuff.
style.
I even add ketchup to the chili cheese dog.
Oh, see, that's too many sauces now.
makes
You're wearing it. You could never
Now
eat
you're-
a hot dog like that in that dress.
No, I know, not even because it's tight too. But
So we were saying this morning, like, obviously we're not in the mood for hot dogs this morning, but what would you eat? What do you think you could, like, down so fast in a hot dog eating fashion style at this time of morning?
well, we said donuts.
I could definitely do donut holes. Like 100. I feel like I
Donut
could do
holes,
100.
okay.
I think I could eat as much ice cream as you could put in front of me before I threw up.
get a
think
brain
ice cream I
freeze.
could house. Yeah.
Cereal. I can just
Yeah.
go to town on cereal.
What's your go-to cereal?
I love Cheerios.
The honey nut
Nut?
Cheerios.
Plain.
Plain
Plain
Cheerios,
Cheerios.
but I like all the fruity ones too, and yeah.
The question is, do you eat them with your bare hands like a 2-year-old?
I just put them on the table and kind of file it.
Yeah, I've done that
Conveyor
before.
belt style.
It's
Yeah.
a joke, but so I'm moving to a new address next
Yeah.
week.
You want to give it to
Phoenix.
everybody?
Don't worry. No, but I'm sure you will on social media. Just throw me under the bus. Anyway, I'm moving next week, and I have to move my couch. I've peeked under the cushions before, and I have seen some Cheerios in it. The question is, when I turn the thing on its side to move it, how many Cheerios are going to fall out? I should take a bet. I should like put an
Take a
over/under
picture. Put it
In
at
a
like
jar
10 Cheerios.
afterwards.
At least a
How many are
dozen.
in there?
I bet I got a half a bowl of Cheerios in that couch over 2 years.
Oh my God.
So is
I
it a
do.
new
I'll just eat
couch
them
that
like
you
this as a
purchased?
snack.
You're
Huh?
so
It's a newer couch that you purchased.
I bought it when I moved here, so I've
Okay.
had the couch for 2 years. It's
Okay.
had 2 years of Cheerio eating.
Okay.
Yeah, you're definitely going to have at least a dozen.
So I don't have kids either. Like
If
if
you
I
had
had
a
little ones
dog,
at
they
home.
would eat it for you.
Like my
know.
whole back
See?
seat, you sit down, it's all crumpled. It's just like a coating of crumpled Cheerios. It's in every scene. Can't get it out. It's just part of the ride.
You know, you put a chicken breast in that stuff and fry it up, and it's real
Roll
good.
it.
Well, every parent has the French fries on the side, like where the
Yeah.
seatbelts are.
Yep.
Like they
Find
always
all
go down
sorts
there.
of things. When we go to the car wash. Ugh. Yes. All sorts of little treats in the way back.
Hey, let's redirect the 4th of July conversation to our ICYMI this morning. If you didn't watch Today in AZ today, you missed a pretty funny moment at the expense of yours truly. Check this out.
Time to check in with your juicy question of the morning. Here it is. Consumers in the U.S. spend $600 million on these each year. What are these? Let's check in with some of your guesses. Bottled water. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good
I
one.
bet it's more than that, unfortunately.
And then someone else texted in, Johnny. He said tacos, tacos. Johnny
It's got to be 4th
knows
of
me.
July related.
It has to be. I really think it's like hot dogs or burgers, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
Chips.
Watermelon,
Ooh, watermelon.
ice cream.
One.
What if it was
We're
just
just hungry.
sprinklers? What's the sprinklers budget look like? The ones that you light on fire, not the ones that wet the ground.
Sparklers.
Sparklers?
Sparklers.
Sparklers.
Am I okay? Let's see a doctor. Am I bleeding from my ears or anything?
What's happened to Paul?
It's a holiday, man. My brain just checked out. You all looked at me like sprinklers.
Like sprinklers.
What is wrong with you, man?
And he was so for sure about
I'm an
it.
idiot.
know,
All
right?
apologies.
We're all
Yeah.
just staring at him frozen.
The best part is that you were so confident about your
Adamant.
answer. Like you were just like, yeah.
Sprinklers.
Sprinklers.
Yeah, the
And we're
sprinklers.
like-
It's not the kind that have water. We're like,
He's like, haven't you ever heard of them? The look you're giving me, you know, the little ones
You
on
know,
the stick.
sprinklers.
Sprinkler. That's what you say after you've had a few too
It's
many.
right.
Were you drinking last night?
It's in there.
What's in that coffee?
The
Sports
Jimmy
coffee.
Dean shortage got celebrated a little earlier.
Jeez, oh, Pete's, man. I mean, it happens to all of us, but
Right,
like,
yeah.
usually I don't get called on it immediately. Like, usually it's like afterwards. Like, did you say sprinklers? But in the moment, you all were so confused. It was like,
It was
you
the
mean
conviction
sparklers,
in
right?
which you said it.
Well, that's
Yes.
public speaking 101,
Convincing.
right? Like, you just sound confident. It's like when we see a name
Oh,
we
those
can't
sprinklers.
pronounce. Like, Jim Metropolitanopoulos.
Yes.
All right,
Look what
got
you're
it.
doing to the prompter.
Oh, I don't know. It's rolling off the rails without me. We actually have a bonus ICYMI. Do you want to see that one?
Yeah.
So this is-
Everybody missed it
I
yesterday.
teased this earlier.
So
like 6
the bottle cap kick challenge thing on social media, we tried that on the air yesterday, and one of us was better at it than one of the other ones of us. Watch this.
Ones of us.
So we're gonna go.
I'm keeping it here.
I don't even.
Woo!
I haven't done karate in a long time. All right, okay, that's actually not bad.
That's good. Oh!
I just kicked the top off. That's not the same thing.
No, it's not.
Do you want to try to kick?
Yeah, you can try kicking it.
Come on.
Christoph.
In heels.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I hope I don't hurt Vanessa.
Whoa.
Ooh.
That was way better than mine. I think
That's
that
so
she got it on the
graceful.
first.
That was good.
That was good and graceful.
In heels.
So Crystal's was better because it actually twisted off.
It did. Yeah, you can't
You
really tell
kicked
from
yours
that.
off.
Yeah, no, I just.
I mean,
But your form was amazing too.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I had
that's
way
good.
tighter
This
pants
was
on.
very
Yeah.
elegant.
But she did it
was.
in one
She
heel.
was
But she got the
heel,
jumpsuit.
high
on.
heel, heel.
That's the proper kick in attire right there.
whatever
she
makes
came
you feel
ready.
better.
I'm willing to admit on this show and every other show that Crystal is more of an athlete than I am. No compunction
I think
about
that's
that.
safe to say.
Yeah, with your A to Z's, everything that you're doing.
Yes.
Hiking,
Oh my gosh.
water rafting. What
I'm
don't you do
winded
out
just
there?
watching most days.
Too much fun. We'll have to have a rematch sometime, Paul.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, let me get my karate kicking pants on, and then we'll handle it. We'll have Vanessa be our model, holding up boards or something, and we'll chop and kick through 'em.
With our heads.
Sounds like a great place for a workplace injury. Diana's asking, have you guys ever had a corn tortilla wrapped over a hot dog and fried? I believe that's like a corn dog, but like kind of like a
I do love corn dogs though.
Southwest take on it.
No, I haven't.
I never had that, but I'm interested.
I've had bologna in a tortilla. That's like a. Sorry.
That's when everything else in the fridge is molded.
Yeah.
No, it's when you're
Oh my God,
when
grocery
we're
shopping.
kids and there's so many of us and my grandmother's watching us and she's like, go make a tortilla with the bologna and we wrap it up. There's too
It's like
many.
there's literally nothing left to eat.
My grandpa used to microwave hot dogs.
Yeah.
No.
They're too crunchy. You don't want your hot dogs crunchy.
I don't like the, like you said, boiling hot dogs.
No, I don't
That
like
is
it.
not good.
My dad
And then
used
that
to do
hot
that.
dog
Like,
water.
it's just not as good.
If you drink the hot dog water afterwards, 5 years of good luck, I think, right?
Gosh.
Can I confess something to you guys?
Please.
So you know how you dog me all the time for having never had? Do you remember the one thing I've never eaten?
Oh,
yeah.
a tamale. I was
Okay.
gonna say a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Okay, carry on. Do the tamale.
I've also never eaten a corn dog
What?
in my entire life.
Are you
I
being
have
serious
never-
right now? Your mom never gave you a corn dog.
Now, okay, now that I can't confirm. If I was like 2 or 3 and my mom force-fed me a corn dog, not that I could recall, never in my adult life have I eaten a corn dog.
We're still laughing though.
No, you guys are funny. I dig it. It's cool. It's cool. It's coming back in spades. It's all right.
Oh my God, Paul picks on
An
me all
elephant
the
never
time.
forgets.
All the time. All the time.
I don't mind it at all. In fact, the viewers seem to like it too. Rudy says, Paul, they like to pick on you. I think it's fun for them.
It's our daily
It is
dose of
so fun
entertainment.
for us. He's an easy target. He's the only guy now.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
outnumbered. It's not fair.
You don't have your backup.
I know.
Paul, I
It's
don't
just
know that you're
payback for me. I mean,
missing.
Paul's been picking on me the whole time he's been here.
Vanessa is that kid. I know you're an only child, but
Yeah.
like you're definitely the younger sibling that's like, well, he picked on me first.
Yeah.
He's been
So
picking
I'm
on me
gonna
this
do
whole
it.
time.
Yeah. My friends say they don't like to like play, like throw jabs at each other because they're like, dang, like somebody will say something to you and you like going for the kill. Like you take it there. And they're
ready.
like, gosh.
She's ready, man.
so messy.
They're like, take it easy, Vanessa.
Bringing a knife to a fist fight. Yeah.
I'm like, sorry.
I'm just way better at this than you
Joshing
guys.
with you. A lot of practice.
All right,
my
guys, we're going to
goodness.
wrap up the show here. I hope you have a safe 4th of July. I don't want to do any stories tomorrow about people missing fingers or anything like
I
that.
Oh, yes.
Lighting your
Be
house
careful.
on fire. Don't do it. Be
Let the
safe.
pros do it. Don't even light any up at your house. Go watch them.
It's very dry out there.
You know, there's someone watching right now that's like, huh, she's not talking about me. I'm a pro. Don't do it, man.
You can also watch them at the ballpark tomorrow if you miss
Yeah.
out tonight.
Oh, that's right.
Chase
See?
Field. We're going to have
Double
fireworks.
dose.
Yeah. Have a great 4th of July.
Pour out some sports coffee for me and my brain, would you?
And we're going to get you a corn dog.